Okay. Okay. Let me go.
Are you coming to your space? I was coming.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kirti Menon. I am the Senior Director in the Division for Teaching Excellence. The VC Awards are being live streamed on all social media platforms. I do advise that you place your cell phone on silent or vibrate. Good evening. Vice-Chancellor, Professor Letloka Mpedi, our DVCs, Professor Siham Khan, Professor Saki Gravett, our Registrar, Professor Bettine van Vieren, members of MEC, Council, Senate, ELG, alumni, and a special welcome to our award winners and families and colleagues. Welcome to the brilliant minds that make up our UJ community. This is the much anticipated 15th annual VC Awards ceremony, where each pursuit of excellence is a shining star illuminating the vastness of our galaxy and universe, which is UJ. An evening where we celebrate excellence, innovation, passion, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge and service. We come together to recognize and honor those amongst us who have exemplified the very essence of excellence. The VC Awards stand as a testament to the dedication, hard work, and passion that characterize the pursuit of knowledge within the boundaries and walls of our university. Our university is a place of ideas, a place where our curiosity is nurtured, where our dreams are realized. The awardees we honor tonight across the various categories are not just individuals who have excelled within these walls, they are possibly the architects of the future, shaping the world through their contributions to academia, research, and beyond. So without further ado, I would like to commence this evening of recognition, inspiration, and celebration. I call upon our Vice-Chancellor, for his first VC Awards, even though these are the 15th VC Awards, to formally welcome all of you and set the tone for this evening. Just a note that once the Vice-Chancellor has spoken, the awards will commence following the order of the program without any prior introductions by myself, of the DVCs and the registrar. The Vice-Chancellor will join the award winners and the relevant DVC or registrar for the handing over of certificates and medals once the citations have been read. The photographer will also be taking photographs at that moment, so if you can just pause and have your photograph taken. Thank you, Vice-Chancellor.
Thank you very much, Program Director, Professor Kirti Menon, members of the Executive Committee of the great University of Johannesburg, and members of the Executive Leadership Group, Senior Leadership Group, colleagues, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Sanibonani. Goeiedag. You don't sound happy, you know. This is not a funeral. Let's do it again, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Goeiedag, dames en heren. Dumelang, sanibonani. Thank you very much. And this is also for those that are joining us, online. This is the beauty of it all, isn't it? You can't do and enjoy these things alone. Others who can't be with us physically, today they can join us virtually. And I have no doubt this is recorded and it will also be shared, on UJ platforms. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes. Program Director, you are right. This is my first as Vice-Chancellor. Somehow I thought I've been doing this for many years, but that was really a reminder that I'm still new at this job. Thank you so much for the reminder. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to welcome you all here this evening in celebration of your achievements and recognition of your hard work and commitment to innovation and reimagining the future. Now you'll know me as a man of African proverbs. I love these proverbs, and if you want to hear more, then I'm advertising this book. We've just launched a book, From the Baobab to the Mosquito, Rethinking Leadership Through African Sayings. It's not for me to make money, but it's for us to share this African wisdom, but also to raise funds for our academically deserving students. So the royalties from this book, will go into a UJ bursary fund. But anyway, I'm mentioning this because I love proverbs. And today, I want to share this Nigerian proverb that I think is relevant. I wish I could say it in the language spoken in Nigeria, to cover this. But next time, for the benefit of others, in case I miss it, it says, a tree does not move unless there is wind. That's deep, isn't it? I know academics will say, what if an animal leans against it, it will move. Let's stick to the wind tonight. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, interpretations of these sayings are subjective, as I indicated. However, as I pondered and reflected on the University of Johannesburg story in recent days in preparation for this evening, this proverb remained stuck in my mind. UJ has risen to heights untold because of your efforts. You are the proverbial wind, ladies and gentlemen. As we draw close to the end of my first year as Vice-Chancellor, I have been cognizant of what an incredible institution I have inherited. We work for a great university, ladies and gentlemen. This is really an amazing university because of the amazing people who work here, because of the amazing things that we are doing together, not alone, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Vuguza, I know you love music. You'll know this song, Don't ask me to sing. It has got a line that says something along the following, the following words, being in the right place at the right time with the right, I won't say right person, but with the right people and having right things, on our minds, isn't it? I mean, this is exactly what is happening at UJ. We're at the right place. Things are not falling apart, Dr. Alipata, to the point that, when we look at you, we don't greet you. We're doing amazing things. There's never a dull moment at UJ. Last night, we had the UJ Sport Gala dinner. My goodness, our students. I was telling Dr. Vuguza, I don't want you to start laughing again. I was saying, when I watch television and I see our athletes, Caitlin Rosecrans, winning gold at the Olympics, I have to claim her, But I'm sitting there with my in-laws, so say, that's my student. I see our colleagues on television, doing amazing things. I say, that's my professor, that's my employee. I even changed the tone of my voice, Man, when you claim something, you have to really claim it, isn't it? You mustn't sound like you are in doubt, And the buses, electric buses, I'm like, oh, those are my buses, They are my buses, Yeah, there's always something nice happening, on the night before, was it on Monday? We had an amazing, not grace, but amazing event, And it's also grace, you could put it that way, at Investec, in Sandton. Where, our colleagues at CBE, School of Accountancy, partnered with the colleagues. Madam CFO, you were there. That was amazing, eh? I told the people there that that zebra, I'm a regular visitor to the Kruger, but when I look at a zebra, I'm going to look at it differently after that experience. And they had sushi for us and all. And, black men with sushi. And then it was just amazing, and they covered everything. And our students came, in large numbers. They have this huge auditorium, and I was like, hey, will we fill this thing? All those CAs and all that, I felt so important, and why sitting around, CAs and all the people in the accountancy profession. Two huge brands coming together. So we are, at the right place, colleagues. We must never forget that. With the right people, Prof. Mashao, I know you are tweeting, but let me disturb you. The things that you are doing. No, but the things that you are doing is just incredible, I need really to emphasize this. And it's not like we're blowing our own horns. We need to remind ourselves. Sometimes, we worry about small things and miss the bigger picture. Things that you are doing in Kwakwani, Kutwini, you name it. Prof. Ani at, health, things that you are doing there with our eyes. I can see you, clearly now because of the great work you're doing. I got this at... our own, Department of Optometry. The list goes on, colleagues. I'm yet to sample podiatry. Where's Dr. Sumiso? But I hope I'll never get to that. So there are amazing things. We have guests. How many of you have been to the UJ Island? Maybe I should say, how many of you know that we've got a UJ Island? How many of you know that? I'm disappointed. How many of you have been to the UJ Island? I'm disappointed. UJ has an island, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not talking a tiny little thing. I'm talking a proper island. You get tired, Dr. Ngolunga, walking around there with antelopes, and Dr. Alpata is controlling all of those, And I was saying last night we should develop that island, so that next time when we have this gala dinner, I see all those students, and our guests on the red carpet, orange carpet, and then, coming off those boats, and then going there to celebrate and all those things. It's just amazing things. Many of these things we don't know about. So whenever you doubt that you are in the right company, the right place, with right things on your mind, just look at UJ. I thought I should say a little bit about that. Why are we saying this? Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of great things have happened, and it's not just things that stopped. I won't lie to you. When I accepted this role, I was like, hey, what did I do, that thing that you say, I have discovered, and they say it's yours. And you wake up and say, hell, what did I get myself into? Not that I doubted my abilities or anything, but, I woke up and I'm like, hell, we've got amazing people together. We are going to take this great institution forward. Because there are all sorts of people. UJ is not one person, UJ is all of us, and all of you, that we are celebrating today. You are contributing in your own small ways, and it's such a pleasure to be standing here in front of you, addressing you. So, colleagues, I mean, this year has been defined by great change, globally. Our experience has been harrowing. Locally, we have grappled with rebuilding in the aftermath of the pandemic. And as a university, there's been sweeping senior management changes. People will say, oh, UJ is dead, Prof. Marala has left, oh, Mr. Teke is gone, oh, Professor, I shouldn't mention people by name, but it's true, they were here, right? Professor Njabulo is gone, oh, Prof. Kinta is gone, and I was like, look, I mean, these guys worked really hard, they contributed, to this great university. We have to let them go, It's a relay, We are also going to leave. Whoever plans to stay here forever, or, not just leave now, of course, But things happen, isn't it? There will be retirement, isn't it? There will be retirement, isn't it? And we need people not to refuse leaving. No, we'll still stay in touch, But people move on. I mean, when I came here, if you told me I would be Vice-Chancellor, I would have wet my pants laughing. I'm not lying. I mean, during the Rao days when I came here, Prof. Amanda, up there at A7, if you told me that I would be Vice-Chancellor, I would have really laughed. But you knew that I would be something. No, she knew. She knew. I'm not lying. I mean, she came and knocked at my door, and introduced herself. And I say, I know you. Deep inside, I say, I know who you are. Everybody's scared of you because you took no nonsense, We gave service courses to, and you were right, because you don't want your students failing to graduate because of some damn law course. You were right, And I'm not saying law courses are to be damned, of course, But for somebody who's failing commercial law, it's like this damn law course, and so on. So you knew these things. And I know that, this is borrowed time, Dr. Vuguza. Soon you'll be saying, Siyabonga kakhulu. We enjoyed it while it lasted. Hamba mpedi. And then I should walk there and say, look, I contributed, and then hand over to somebody else who would come in with fresh energy and take us to the next level. It's a message we should share. There is this young lady here at UJ. Whenever she tells me, she sees me, she says, VC, I'm preparing myself to be a VC. I don't know where or when. I say, you go, girl. I had people who laughed when I said I want to be a professor. Not at UJ, of course. Those people, professor is good to be professor at UJ. But people, when I said, they said, this stupid question, where do you see yourself in the short, medium term, and long term? I said, I'll start with the long term. I want to be a well-known and respected professor. And this interviewer laughed, for like 5 to 10 minutes. And I say, oh, this guy, even now, I wonder what he's doing. I wish I could meet him and say, how do you like me now? But we are humble people, we don't do that. So it's a relay, and then we come in, and then we said goodbye to the colleagues. They did their part with distinction, and then we said goodbye to Professor Njabulo, and then we welcomed, the Chancellor, Dr. Phumzile Mlambo-Ngcuka. I'm telling you, we are blessed to have a lady like her as our Chancellor. Whenever we press a button, she says, how can I help? As busy as she is. And we are grateful if you are watching for your support. And then we got Mayor Koliswa Kakana, who is really, invested in Project UJ, I know it because I report to her, when we sit down and she says, Prof, where are you taking this institution? You can see, it's not about me, it's about, this is a huge responsibility. And then I thought people would miss me, Prof. Khan. People don't miss me because, it means you're doing a fantastic job. Not that I doubt it, I thought, people come to me and say, hey, the great DVC, how do you do this and that? And no, because you came in and you're doing your thing, UJ is marching forward, and thank you so much. And in as much as we miss Prof. Kinta, but Prof. Bettin, it's like you've been registrar forever. I'm telling you, it's like you've been at it for some time. Last week we had Senate and you were there by my side, and I said, look, I will go to battle with you any day, So it's how it should be. It is how it is. If we get to a point where when people have to move on and we worry and all that, then it's a problem. And the other thing that I want to say quickly is that the people are right to say, hey, we don't know where we'll go. Because with change, you don't know. You can get a crazy guy who comes here and say, orange, what orange? UJ is now red. And then you start fighting over colors. So it's something that we should not take for granted. But we have a duty to build the next cohort of leaders who will follow us, and take this institution forward. And the people who are honoring today, and many others that we will honor, and many others that never get a chance to come and listen to us speak, I have no doubt the future looks good. And let's give ourselves a warm round of an applause. I thought you'll ask why. Because the future looks good, and it's because of all of us, ladies and gentlemen. So then we had those changes. For me, it has been truly remarkable to see you not only persevere against this competing context, but demonstrate excellence. People could have relaxed and say, where is this guy going, and so on. This is really what we are gathered here this evening to celebrate. We are celebrating excellence, We are here to honor and celebrate excellence, ladies and gentlemen. We should not forget that. Aristotle once said, open quote, excellence is never an accident. Dr. Luruli, where are you? I saw you. Dr. Luruli says, at UJ, we should not say all protocol observed. We should say all excellence observed. When I put this quote, I had you, and I could see you smiling. This is for you, Dr. Luruli. In the front row, of course, but it's for the entire UJ community. Aristotle said, excellence is never an accident, ladies and gentlemen. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. Do you want me to repeat this? Excellence is never an accident. People look at us and say, hey, how are they doing this? They must be cheating. Because they can't do it themselves. They are lazy or whatever, I don't know, and it's none of my business. But if they can't do it, let them leave us alone, because here we know our excellence is not an accident, because this is a result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. We are not 20 yet, but I think we can claim that we have there's a sincere effort, there is intelligent execution. He says, it represents the wise choice of many alternatives. You can choose to be lazy, you can choose to be arrogant, you can choose not to do anything. This guy talks about a choice, not a chance, which determines your destiny. We are honoring you, ladies and gentlemen. You wouldn't be honored this evening if you didn't work hard, if you didn't make a choice, to do things that would make you to be selected, to be honored today. Ladies and gentlemen, in the celebration of excellence, we really acknowledge all these factors that I've just mentioned. I am excited to celebrate your achievements this evening, and I thank you for your commitment to the university and for constantly and continuously embodying our vision of reimagining the future, and doing so, of course, with societal impact. Whatever we do, we want it to impact the society positively, ladies and gentlemen. We are not an ivory tower. Just as I began, I must end again with a proverb. Please, if you say the Vice-Chancellor of Proverbs, I will not be offended. This one says, success is never given on a silver platter. One has to earn it. You have certainly earned it, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm referring to those that we are honoring tonight or this afternoon, but also all of you who are here, contributing to the success of the great University of Johannesburg. Your success in whatever way, because we should not measure success only with certificates. Certificates are important. We should not only measure success with, medals. They are important. But whatever way, just being here is being successful. I don't know if you agree with me. I look at UJFM, colleagues from UJFM, by wearing that UJFM T-shirt, there are people, who would like just to wear it and walk around the village, but you are there, You are running that radio station, like no other. It's success. For me, standing in front of you, it's success, it's an honor, it's a privilege, and we should not take that for granted. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your attention. Let us celebrate these men and women for the great work that they are doing. Let us celebrate these great men and women for the great work that they've done. Let us celebrate these great women for the great work that they will do. I see some that are, in law we talk about repeat offenders, General Counsel. They are not repeat offenders. They were here before, they got the imaging, now they have emerged. And this is beautiful. I won't mention people by name. We are really proud of you. Keep them coming. This is what makes us great. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am honored to present the awards in recognition of our exceptional staff who have achieved remarkable accomplishments within the categories of teaching and learning. The first category that I'm presenting this afternoon is the Vice-Chancellor's Distinguished Award, Most Promising Young Teacher. Just allow me to read a quick snippet as to the criteria that we used. This award recognizes outstanding contributions that young academics have made to the promotion of teaching excellence and learning effectiveness at the UJ over 3 years. The award celebrates the promise shown by young teachers. It provides candidates with resources and opportunities to develop into consistently meritorious teachers who positively influence students and colleagues. Each recipient will receive a once-off grant of $25,000, which will be deposited into their research trust fund. And our first recipient this evening is Dr. Fatima Ismail, Faculty of Health Sciences, Department of Chiropractic. Colleagues, you have the citation in front of you, so just allow me to read an extract from the citation, please. COVID has taught me many lessons. One of them is never taking having students in front of me for granted. It is a privilege for me to have you back in our class. The appreciation and respect for students expressed in this comment by Dr. Fatima Ismail perfectly encapsulates the essence of her teaching philosophy. As a senior lecturer in chiropractic, she is an exemplary and empathetic role model for her students. She has a deep-seated commitment to understanding their lives and experiences and the rich cultural diversity they embody. Dr. Ismail's students quickly acknowledges her commitment, passion, and pragmatic approach to teaching. One student notes, Dr. Ismail is the most incredible lecturer. She is so passionate about her subject and teaching us. Another student adds, Dr. Ismail always treats everyone in the class with respect and will explain a concept 1,000 times if she has to. These comments provide us with a clear indication that Dr. Ismail's teaching philosophy is not just expressed as an abstract principle. It is being successfully translated into exciting, innovative, and responsive classroom practice, directly impacting the students' learning experience. Your students' evaluations, Dr. Ismail, are a wonderful testimony to your philosophy in action as you teach your students to be chiropractors. Congratulations on this award. You are an extremely valuable member of the UJ community, and we are so proud of the work that you do. Thank you for the contributions you make in the lives of all of our students. Thank you, and we are very privileged to have you as a teacher. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Fatima. Can I give it to you, Fatima? Is that okay, BC?
Yes.
Our next recipient of the Most Promising Young Teacher of the Year is Dr. Tulani Pepe. Can we give him a round of applause since we gave Fatima a round of applause? And I think it's Pai. I think it's Pai. Thank you. From the Faculty of Science, Department of Mathematics and Applied Mathematics. When a student describes the teacher of a generally unpopular and difficult subject as the epitome of a great lecturer, we must wonder what special dynamic is at play in the classroom and investigate further to see whether other students feel the same. It does not take long to find unanimous praise for Dr. Tulani Pepe, who teaches engineering mathematics to first-year students. They are unanimous in their enthusiasm and appreciation, describing him as passionate and inspiring, professional and humane, and the GOAT, which means greatest of all times. I had to look that up. I don't know sports that well. One student summarizes the general sentiment when they say, "I am just so grateful." His brilliantly reconceptualized study guides reveal that he has a highly nuanced understanding of the learning needs of 21st century students in the South African context. His philosophy aligns with UJ's learning to be and the EXA expectations as he inducts his students into the world of engineering mathematics through practical application and student-centered interactive teaching. Congratulations, Dr. Pepe, on this well-deserved award. You have received astonishing responses from both your students and your peers. This student's appreciative comment reflects our thoughts this evening when the student said, and I quote, "I've had such a good journey with him." This is true for all your students, and we in turn look forward to following this journey as it unfolds. Round of applause, please. You must put it, I think so.
Yeah.
Let me keep that for you. Congratulations and well done. Colleagues, the next category is the Vice-Chancellor's Distinguished Award for Teacher Excellence. And again, a snippet for the criterion. This category is aimed at recognizing outstanding contributions individual academics have made to the promotion of teaching excellence and learning effectiveness at the UJ core over a sustained period, modeled on best practice and positively influencing students and other colleagues. Recipients of the Vice-Chancellor's Distinguished Award Teacher Excellence are expected to develop structured opportunities for sharing teaching and learning-related approaches and ideas with other academics. And each recipient will receive 150,000 dispersed over 3 years, 50% of which can be encashed as part of the recipient's remuneration. And our first recipient of the Teacher Excellence Award is Professor Tembisa Waichin. A round of applause, please. Professor Waichin is from the Faculty of Humanities, Department of History. Why is it that when some history students are plowing through the details and dates of past wars and skirmishes, the history students at UJ are engaged, excited, and writing their own histories? The answer to the question is that they have the privilege of sitting in Professor Tembisa Waichin's classroom. Professor Waichin, one of the most exciting, well-loved, and innovative teachers at UJ, offers his students a vision of history that encourages students to develop the ability to understand the past and, very importantly, to imagine future generations and possibilities. Her students learn to recognize the importance of their voices and capabilities and to see themselves as active history makers in the present who can contribute to a better world and make a significant difference in the lives and experiences of future generations. There is no better example of this than an extraordinary class project for which students constructed an extensive digital archive. Using a range of software and drawings on their experiences of COVID-19, they collected photographs, videos, memes, and short texts designed to provide evidence for future historians about lived experiences during the pandemic. This evening, we are here to applaud you and your work, Professor Waitchen. You are an astonishing teacher who is making a major impact on the lives of your students. Congratulations, and we look forward to reading more about your students' history in the making in the years to come. Congratulations. You can give me the box again. There we go. Congratulations, Professor Waitchen. Well done. The next recipient of the Teacher Excellence Award is Dr. Philip Barron. Round of applause, please. Dr. Barron is from the Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment, Department of Electrical Engineering Technology. Many 21st century teachers at UJ develop pedagogical courage, resilience, scholarly teaching practices, and excellent technological skills. Very few, however, manage to exemplify and combine these attributes with the insight, passion, and creativity of Dr. Philip Barron, who teaches in the Department of Electrical Engineering. Over the past decade, Dr. Barron has developed a unique and dynamic blend of scholarship, theory, and application characterizing all his work. Extensive research into the potential value of educational videos has resulted in a sophisticated and analytical model based on YouTube social media analytics, which can be used to evaluate the quality of teaching tools and frameworks. The result is a fascinating and compelling argument for the use of high-quality YouTube videos to measure the quality of teaching, which is as rigorous as those used to measure research output. Dr. Barron uses his own social media channel to show how he and his numerous videos, which demonstrate applications in electronic engineering, have been received. His online profile reveals that he has received over 30 million views and now has 25,000 daily viewers. His most recent award, received this year, is the YouTube Silver Play button, which marks 100,000 online subscribers. We are here this evening to celebrate an extraordinary body of work. Dr. Barron offers individual teachers and UJ as an institution the opportunity to place the rigorous evaluation of teaching and learning firmly alongside research. Congratulations, Dr. Barron. We have no doubt that you will achieve even greater success in the years to come. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Dr. Barron. Let's move this way. Congratulations. I'm more impressed with the subscribers and the views. And that you're at UJ. Congratulations, Dr. Colleagues, our next recipient for for the Teacher Excellence is Professor Michelle van Eck. Round of applause, please. Professor Michelle van Eck is from the Faculty of Law, Department of Private Law. Usually nominations for the VC's Award in Teaching Excellence come from a single authoritative source. When they come from 3 different sources, ranging from the executive dean, a former tutor, and a group of 13 students, we are immediately alerted to someone who has made a significant impact on the lives of a wide range of people and who has been identified as epitomizing the teacher excellence, which results in the most prestigious teaching award at UJ. Such is the case of Professor Michelle van Eck, the HOD of private law. As an admitted attorney with 10 years of experience in practice, specializing in contract law, she brings with her indispensable insights about workplace requirements. At UJ, she is admired for her numerous contributions, always offered with a characteristic creative energy. Most notable is her unwavering commitment to developing technological tools that support student learning. Professor van Eck's focus on acquiring knowledge and problem-based application, combined with her passion and respect for students, is frequently acknowledged by her learners. She is often described as amazing, a dedicated and enthusiastic teacher who made online learning a breeze and who has the ability to explain everything so clearly. Professor van Eck, you are one of our most innovative and passionate teachers, making an amazing contribution to your students' educational experiences, one of whom speaks for all of us when she says, and I quote, "UJ has such a valuable asset in her." We hope that we will be able to continue to celebrate your contributions for many years to come. Congratulations on this award and good luck with your future endeavors.
Congratulations, Michelle.
Congratulations. Well done. Yeah. I'm proud of you. Only a pleasure. Yeah. Prof. Khan is jealous because he's a lawyer talking to another lawyer. Can I take a photo?
Facilitate.
I'm joking, Prof. Khan.
No, I know
Thank
you are.
so
I know
much.
you are. Congratulations, Michelle. Absolutely well done.
Good afternoon, colleagues. It is my honor and privilege to present the research-related awards this evening. I'm sure by now we all are inspired with what we are heard and prepared to be inspired even more. So the first recipient is for the most promising young researcher of the year, and that is Dr. Natasha Tandiwe Sithole. Dr. Sithole is from the Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment in the Department of Chemical Engineering. Dr. Sithole is a senior lecturer in this department within, as I said, the Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment. Her research is in the field of environmental engineering with a particular focus on the circular economy through waste valorization and solidification together with remedial treatment for wastewater using secondary resources, turning industrial solid waste into useful building and construction material and resource recovery. Dr. Sithole's research aims to develop zero-waste discharge models and value-added products for waste material for use in different building and construction applications. Her research areas are driven by the need to attain the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And since her employment at UJ in 2016, she has attracted over 2.3 million in grants and an additional 5.7 million was received from applications where she was co-investigator. She has won numerous awards, including the most recent award by the National Research Foundation for research excellence for early career or emerging researchers in engineering, as well as the outstanding contribution in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics from the Inspiring 50 Award. Since 2018, Dr. Sithole has published a total of 50 papers. She has also contributed presentations at numerous international conferences, including keynote presentations, and has recently filed a patent. She's an active member of many technical committees, and she was recently appointed to serve on the Department of Higher Education and Training's Engineering and Technology Subpanel, whose role is to evaluate research outputs submitted in this discipline. Her research has numerous benefits for South Africa, which paved the way for her appointment as a board member and technical advisory chair at the Platinum Incubator. So before I call her, I want to also give you a sense of the criteria that we used, and you will see she 100% fits these criteria. So the criteria, in summary, is about the contribution that she's made to a field, but it should be as somebody who is in the early stages of the career, and it's about the quality and caliber of the research output and recognition by peers. As I said, she meets these criteria. And you might also be interested in the value of the award. We know she did not work for that. She worked because she is a dedicated and inspired researcher, but it's 250,000 Rand paid out in equal installments over 5 years, and at least 50% must be utilized for research purposes, and up to 50% may be encashed annually as part of the candidate's remuneration. So you can use it to spoil yourself. So I call on Dr. Natasha Sithole.
We need to work on that.
This must be sorted out. You know what I'm saying? Good luck. Congratulations.
Our next recipient is for the Vice-Chancellor Distinguished Award for the Outstanding Researcher of the Year. And once again, to give you insight into the criteria used. The criteria, in summary, are about the quality and quantity of research output. It's the candidate's standing within the peer group, nationally and internationally, and it is also about the successful supervision of postgraduate students. And again, I know Professor Oluwafemi did not work for a monetary award. Most definitely, he's a committed researcher, but let's also get a sense of what he could expect. The award is 500,000 disbursed in equal installments over 5 years. Quite nice. At least 50% of the award must be utilized for research, and up to 50% may be encashed annually. So equally, he can use that to spoil himself. So Prof. Samuel Oluwafemi, congratulations. He's from the Faculty of Science, the Department of Chemical Sciences. Prof. Oluwafemi is an NRF-rated full professor in the Department of Chemical Sciences within the Faculty of Science. He is the leader of the Nanotechnology for Biological, Energy and Water Laboratory Research Group, which currently comprises 10 researchers, 3 postdoctoral research fellows, and 20 postgraduate students at honors, masters, and doctoral level. His research involves the synthesis of different forms and, let me read that again. And I actually Googled it so that I would understand what I'm reading. His research involves the synthesis and application of nanomaterials, especially quantum dots, of different forms, and addresses 8 of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. He has published over 200 papers in leading international journals in his field, 20 book chapters, 13 books, and has filed 4 patents. Prof. Oluwafemi's groundbreaking and impactful publications include a book titled Ternary Quantum Dots, Synthesis, Characterization, and Applications, which demonstrates synthetic routes for quantum dots and their different applications in making the world a better place. I'm sure he would be willing to have a conversation with you afterwards and explaining what exactly this means. But the little that I read was extremely fascinating. Since 2011, Prof. Oluwafemi has attracted over 35 million in research grants. He has received numerous accolades for research excellence from national and international bodies, including the National Science and Technology Forum, where he was a finalist in the Established Researcher category, the Erudite Visiting Professorship by the Higher Education Council of Kerala, and Tohoku University Special Measure for Outstanding Researchers. According to the February 2023 edition of the World Scientist and University Rankings, Professor Oluwafemi was ranked #1 in South Africa and in Africa under the nanoscience and nanotechnology category, as well as the engineering and technology category. Now, colleagues, if that is not inspiring, I don't know. So, Professor Oluwafemi, you serve as a role model for many of us as researchers at UJ, and we look forward to seeing you go from strength to strength.
Prof, yes, sir. You cause problems. I cut it. I'm joking. Congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Wonderful, here you are.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
So, Dr. Sithole, in a few years' time, we're looking forward to seeing you again. So be inspired. So the next award is the Vice-Chancellor's Distinguished Award for Global Excellence and Stature. So what is this award about? This award recognizes individuals' exceptional contribution to international scholarship and global collaboration, aligning with UJ's pursuit of global excellence and stature. The recipient is Professor Sabu Thomas. He's a distinguished visiting professor in the Department of Chemical Sciences. He won't be here tonight, but we know he has been informed already, and we hope at some stage when he visits, we will be able to shake his hand and indicate to him again how inspiring his work is for all of us. Professor Thomas is a distinguished figure in science and education, celebrated for his pioneering work in polymer science and nanotechnology. His career spans research, administration, and education, shaping students' academic journey globally. He is currently the director of the Trest Research Park in Trivandrum, India. His previous roles include serving as Vice-Chancellor of Mahatma Gandhi University. Listen to this. His impact on academia is evident through mentoring over 130 PhD candidates, earning him national and international recognition, including honorary doctorates from institutions such as the University of South Brittany in France, the University of Lorraine in France, and the Siberian Federal University in Russia. He has organized over 100 international conferences, fostering global collaboration. He has authored more than 1,400 research publications and 210 edited books, boasting an impressive Google Scholar H index of 137 and with 91,000 citations. That is really amazing. Beyond research, he has received recognition from the European Science Evaluation Centre, the CNR Rao Award Prize Lecture in Advanced Materials, and EURASC induction. His excellence was further affirmed by winning the Mega Grants contest from the Russian Federation. Prof. Thomas boasts an international collaboration network with researchers in over 50 reputable universities across Europe, Asia, South America, and Africa. Colleagues, I think you would agree with me that he indeed meets the requirement of somebody who is working very hard towards collaboration in the world and global excellence and stature. The last research award for this evening is the Vice-Chancellor's Distinguished Award for a highly cited researcher. Again, thinking about the criteria, what did we look at? The Highly Cited Researcher Award is an award recognizing researchers with exceptional research profiles, measured by publications of multiple highly cited papers. And importantly, evidence is drawn from prestigious lists such as the Clarivate Analytics, Highly Cited Researcher List, and Elsevier's Top 20%. So the recipient is Professor Arnold Becker. He is a distinguished visiting professor in the Department of Industrial Psychology and People Management in the College of Business Economics. Professor Becker is, as I indicated, the visiting professor in the College of Business College of Business and Economics. He serves as the chair of the research group specializing in work and organizational psychology at Erasmus University, Rotterdam, in the Netherlands. He's renowned for his contribution to the widely cited job demands resources theory, a cornerstone in psychology and management literature. His research focuses on positive aspects of organizations, including work engagement, flow, job crafting, playful work design, and happiness in the workplace. Sounds fascinating. When I read this, I thought I'm definitely going to read some of his research. Since 2013, Prof. Becker has consistently appeared on Thomson Reuters' list of most influential scientific minds and is the most cited psychologist in the Netherlands, ranking 17th globally. Professor Becker appears on the Clarivate Analytics highly cited researcher list in the category of psychology and has done so since 2014. That's quite an accomplishment. He is also listed as one of the top researchers on the Elsevier list of top 2% researchers, and he is listed as second in this category. His current Scopus H index is 133, with 80/50. Indeed, let me try again. It is too much. 80/50,552. It's difficult for me to comprehend that you can have so many citations. And his Google Scholar Index is 203, with 272,583 citations. Wow. So, dear ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, I promised that you would be inspired. And if you are not inspired by now, then I am very worried about you. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a real privilege for me to present the Vice-Chancellor's Distinguished Award for Service Beyond the Normal Call of Duty. Service beyond the normal call of duty, I think all contribute to making UJ great. And I think indirectly this award speaks to all of them. But it is also good to recognize excellence, including service beyond the normal, and I want to emphasize here, beyond the normal call of duty. Recipients, you are here because you made a choice to be excellent. You are not here by accident, as Prof. Mpedi reminded us Aristotle said some years ago. The first recipient is Ms. Diana Faseka. Diana has been a dedicated member of the Department of Geology, that's rocks, for those of you, of the Department of Geology for many years, consistently surpassing the typical expectation of her role. She has willingly taken on numerous additional responsibilities throughout her tenure to ensure that the department's optional functioning and the seamless operation of its academic activities. Dr. Mpoti, you said, "See my people." And I think what we do here is we see the people that stand behind our excellence in teaching and our excellence in research. Ms. Faseka's extraordinary empathy for both staff and students is readily apparent. She willingly sacrifices her time to attend to their emotional well-being, serving as a trustworthy confidant for those in need. We all need someone sometimes that we can just go to, sit down, and just talk. Ms. Faseka, thank you very much for fulfilling that role. Her commitment to the Department of Geology frequently takes precedence over her personal comfort and needs, underscoring her unwavering dedication to the department and therefore also the University of Johannesburg's success. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Diana Faseka.
Congratulations, well done. Mustn't ruin your hairstyle.
I never know what to do with my hand. Now I can hold the box.
Thank you so much.
I should have said each of these recipients receive an award of 50,000 Rand, which they can, how do we say it, add to their salary in cash. Ladies and gentlemen, the second award, person receiving an award for the service beyond the normal call of duty is Mr. Muhao Ernest Kabi. Ernest, can I say what you're going to do with the money? Can I? Should I not say? Okay, then I won't say. Mr. Ernest Kabi has been a dedicated member of the University of Johannesburg community since 2017. His career objective is to become an invaluable asset to UJ and to contribute positively to its growth. And I think we can all say that you have done that. And we look forward to how you will continue to do that. Mr. Kabi brings a wealth of experience to his role as a security officer. His strong customer-centric focus is rooted in his possession of a certificate in customer centrism. That's incredible, right? That's multidisciplinary if you've ever seen it, which provides a solid foundation for his daily responsibilities. Mr. Kabi's dedication goes above and beyond the call of duty, becoming an intrinsic part of his life. Because excellence, I think, if you're really excellent, it actually becomes ingrained in your DNA. His ambition is to channel all his energy and expertise into enhancing UJ's reputation, and I think we can safely say that you do that on a daily basis. Furthermore, it is worth noting that Mr. Kabi also holds a certificate in food and beverage service. That really now makes him absolutely, is it like, transdisciplinary, right? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ernest Kabi.
What did we do when we didn't have tablets and cell phones? It's Dr. Alpata's employee, Mr. Nkwani, who said, he just joined us. Where's Mr. Nkwani today? Our ED facilities designate. He said, oh no, my Vice-Chancellor cannot be giving speeches with papers, because I struggle with those. I said, this thing I didn't charge. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's give our colleagues a warm round of applause. This is amazing. For those that didn't get anything tonight, there's always room, And let's clap for them, because we know that next year you are coming, right? Yeah, we know that next year there is an opportunity. I talked about distinguished guests. Of course, all of you are distinguished guests, but we do have distinguished guests from outside of UJ, I didn't want to make them look bad, and I didn't want it to be, like taking the shine from other people. But please allow me to acknowledge our colleagues that are here today. We have Dr. S.M. Nelani, Acting Vice-Chancellor VUT. Thank you, Prof, for joining us. We've got Professor S.P. Songa, I hope I pronounced your surname correctly, Deputy Vice-Chancellor teaching at UKZN. This side. Thank you so much. We've got Professor Ouyube from University of Lorient, France. We've got Professor I.O. Adewale, I hope I pronounced his name correctly, from Obafemi Owolowo University in Ile. Yes, that one. And we also have Professor A. Omiya, I hope I pronounced your name correctly, Prof, from the Huku University in Japan. When I was still a Kyokushin Kaikan or Yama Karateka, my dream was to sit from this laughing. Only crazy people do that style of karate. my dream was to do a 200-man committee in Japan, but it never happened. 200-man committee, you fight 200 men. Of course, over the course of the day. It never happened. Yeah. Maybe I wouldn't be Vice-Chancellor today. And then we also have Professor T. Kogawa, I hope I pronounce his name correctly, from the National, before, Professor Komiya is from Tohoku University in Japan, of course, and then we've got Professor T. Kogawa from the National Institute of Technology at Yanoe College, Japan. And last but not least, we have Professor Owolawi from our sister institution, Sony University of Technology. Where is Professor? He will join us. He's around. So colleagues, when we say we have distinguished guests, we really mean it. Colleagues, thank you so much for joining us and for sharing with us, because this success is not only for us, it's for everyone. It's for science, it's for the world, and so on. We're looking forward to strengthening the current partnership that we have with you. Thank you for joining us. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as this evening has progressed, I have sat there in awe. I never got any Vice-Chancellor teaching award. And I don't think I'm bad, I know Professor, you never got. Did you get some? Prof. Khan?
I did at my previous institution.
I don't believe you. I have to take your word for it. Congratulations, Prof. Khan. I'm not jealous. Of course, you can't blame a man for being jealous. I never got anything, and now I can't give myself anything, so you get close. Because it will be conflict of interest. We congratulate academics such as Professor Khan. We congratulate academics such as Professor Masharu. We know it will come one day.
I did get it at VCT.
To bring other people, then I got an honorary doctorate this year. Then it will be who got what, so let me not go there. And I'm a chief. I must get used to this chief. I must encourage chief in case the king is watching. I must get used to the manner. Ladies and gentlemen, when I say all excellence observed at UJ, we honored a few of our colleagues today, but we've got stars amongst us. Professor Khan, I'm sure you got it when you were still a student. Just thinking on Professor Khan, Professor Masharu, we hope there will be more, of course.
I was a senior lecturer when I got it.
I know. It must expire at some point. You must come back again and again to show that that we know that these awards are coming. I mean, I was in awe, and I sat there reflected, on really when we say, excellence is not an accident. You are deliberate. You work hard, and I'm sure when you worked, you were not saying, I'm at it, this is for that VC award. No, because it's you. You did what you needed to do, and I'm sure you're going to continue to do what you did. I must add by saying there are many more people out there here at UJ who, are good, and we hope to see all of them come over the years, inspire others, encourage others that it's doable. Because some people may think, no, we want to nominate this one because it's difficult. It's doable. Our late former President Nelson Mandela once said, it always seems impossible until it's done, isn't it? So let's inspire others to continue to work hard. Who knows, one day we'll be calling their names. If not, we contribute to something beautiful. So, ladies and gentlemen, for me, it's an honor to be at the helm of this remarkable institution. I won't say it, I'm going to say it again and again until you get annoyed with me. It's just a honor and a privilege. This is once in a lifetime type of thing, Prof. Mashal. And one must really acknowledge it for what it is, I'm struck by all that you have accomplished, colleagues, even amid the most trying circumstances. We often speak, of UJ's extraordinary rise in recent years, but what has really characterized this rise is your commitment and dedication to the university. Of course, Prof. Mashal said, this one is from Phoebe. I say it was from UJ, It's the dedication to the university. because each and every one of us contribute towards what makes this university the great University of Johannesburg. You are the very personification of our success. The philosophers focus on that success is dependent on effort. I know a lot of people say I'll be rich, but they do nothing, they sleep the whole day. I'm like, you're going to remain wherever you are. There has to be an effort. Your efforts have been an incredible feat, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give them a warm round of applause. I'm watching you. Warm round of an applause for Dika. Professor Federico, I want to see you sweat from Clevis. We need more people from further in the future. This evening signifies the very spirit of UJ. We strive for excellence in the confines of this course and beyond, and we are committed to leading through ideas, actions, and programs in ways that deliberately seek to ameliorate our challenges and positively impact on the world around us. This learning revolution is made possible by each and every one of you, ladies and gentlemen. I must admit that as the former Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic here at UJ, I'm acutely aware that every year it becomes increasingly difficult to narrow down the awardees. This culture of excellence seems to have gripped much of the university and indeed has seen us soar to new heights in recent years. I was struck by all that you have accomplished this year. For example, Dr. Fatma Ismail's use of indigenous knowledge and shared experiences with her students has been a powerful tool to empower the exchange of ideas in their own languages, a feat that really embraces and encourages diversity. So let's give a warm round of applause. I must emphasize diversity because we are a diverse university with people coming from all walks of life. One thing that we should never allow at UJ, something that we should never allow in our communities, in our country, on our continent, and in the world, is to allow people to divide us. You know, our Constitution talk about unity in diversity, right? So we should never, for diversity, unity in diversity, we should never ever allow people to divide us, because divided, you know what will happen. There will be no world, to enjoy if we are divided. And for that, I thank you for helping us, for encouraging and embracing diversity. Dr. Tulani, I was listening when they say, is it pipe I or pipe A? So I couldn't understand what is the real one. Is it pipe I? Yeah. Tulani Pai's reconceptualization of study guides that aligns with the future world of work and the South African context, as it is provides a real-world understanding for his students in the field often thought of as static. So I sat there and I'm like, hey, our guests from other universities, please leave my people alone. Don't push them from making them. So let's give him a warm round of applause. Professor Tembisa Vicen's focus on students' lived experience to understand history and emerge as active history makers has been incredibly impactful. Thank you so much. Dr. Phillips Barron's blend of scholarship, theory, and application and use of social media has encouraged the students to engage with electronic engineering in novel and dynamic ways. Prof, thank you very much. Doctor, thank you very much for doing this. I was asking myself why I use doctor. So I'll have a chat with you after this and the dean. I'll really wrote a WhatsApp to the dean and say, why is he still doctor? When will, we need to know. People are laughing, but it's extremely important because I cannot stand it as Vice Chancellor when we've got amazing people like Dr. Dr. Baron, poached by people who didn't contribute anything. That amount, Prof. Khan, I don't want it being spent at a neighboring university. Or being spent while preparing to go to a neighboring university because we don't recognize talent. I haven't seen a CV, so if it still needs to be worked on, of course, I'm rooting for it. Professor Michel van Eck's development on exciting and innovative technological tools has personified a passion for the field of law. Now, I was talking to Professor Michel van Eck, and Prof. Khan encouraged us to move on, and I want to tell you what I was saying to her. You know, I offered Prof. Michel van Eck a job. I'm not trying to share in terms of the money, and to cut a long story short, I remember as a doer, somebody that whenever you reach out, you know, she will step in and say, how can I help? And I'm not surprised to see her here. I remember she had a presentation with barcodes and all those things, and I asked if, how do I do this? I said, send it to me, I'll do it for you. Not that I'm lazy, but it took forever to look for how we do. And my presentation was really beautiful. I looked smart because of what she did. And then one Friday I sat there, and then there was a call for this awards, Emerging Teacher Award. And I phoned her. It was after hours on a Friday, I remember correctly. It was cold. And I was standing outside, and I said, Doctor, as I call her, I said, there is this award, please submit something, you know, you're doing amazing work. She said, I'm on it. And it was so amazing, she got that Emerging Teacher Award. And now he is as a fully fledged. This is what we want to see. Imaging, you can't image forever. and Professor Van Eck is that example. Congratulations, let's give her one. Now, in the realm of research, Dr. Nastasia Tandi's research aimed at developing zero waste discharge models and value-added products from waste material for use in different building and construction applications demonstrates a commitment to sustainable development. Now, I was talking to Dr. Sitole, and then Dr. Mbuza asked me, what were you whispering? Somebody said, what were you whispering? I can't remember who now, so I'm thinking Dr. Mbuza. Now, I was not asking for a number. Because you know, in our society today, some men, when they see a lady with money, then they whisper. I was not doing that. And I'm sure my wife is watching. I was just asking about that. So I was asking, why are you still senior lecturer?
Yes.
And I say it jokingly, I'm not happy, Professor Mashawa. I wrote Professor Mashawa a WhatsApp, and Professor Mashawa said, no. She's in Professor Mashifane's department. I just did short because I didn't want to prolong this, but after this I have to have a chat with Mashawa, Professor Mashawa. Because Professor Mashawa is the Dean of the #1 Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment in Africa in terms of the Times Higher Education subject rankings. And then we cannot afford, because other men are watching, you know, other things are watching. There is an African saying that when a young man spends a lot of time with a beautiful lady and says nothing, he will serve water at that young lady's wedding. So, Professor Mashawi, you are spending a lot of time with a beautiful lady, you are not encouraging her to be promoted. You will be a guest at the inaugural lecture at a neighboring university, and that will not happen on my watch. I say jokingly, but this will not happen on my watch. And I'm looking at other demons. You spend a lot of time with a beautiful lady, Professor, you say nothing, you will serve water at that young lady's wedding. So you will be MC or you'll be a special guest being acknowledged while she is being inducted as a professor at another university. I've said enough. It's a beautiful evening. I don't want to well, it would think so. I said to Dr. Sikole that we are looking forward, to, of course, there are processes. Dr. Menon, Professor Menon, Prof. Khan, you are Prof. Mashau's boss. Prof. Kravik, Prof. Mashau has a dotted line to you. So you know what to do. Similarly, Professor Samuel Alwafemi's research on nanomaterials, which is applicable to an impressive 8 Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, signifies how research can have societal impact. Thank you so much, Prof. That $500,000. I said, Prof, if you give me trouble, I'm going to reduce it over the years. Of course, that was just in jest, Prof. It's a well-deserved honor. Let's give Prof. Oluwafemi a round. Prof. Sabu Thomas, a distinguished visiting professor in the Department of Chemical Sciences, really demonstrates that the power academics hold, and his body of work has shaped the academic journey of students globally. So let's give Professor Thomas a round of applause. Prof. Arnold Barker's contribution to the field of industrial psychology and people management is particularly notable, and he has demonstrated that he is really one of the most influential scientific minds of our time. He saw how Professor Barker's influence, and we are really grateful that Professor Barker is a distinguished visiting professor at the great University of Johannesburg. Let's give him a warm round. Ladies and gentlemen, at UJ, we place just as much emphasis on our support staff. Ms. Diana Faseka's demonstrated empathy, commitment, and dedication to the Department of Geology has been nothing short of extraordinary. Thank you so much. Let's give her a warm round. Dr. Fugusa, there was a day, I don't know what was going through. You know, you have your moments. And I was like, no, man, this thing of wearing gowns at the VC, and I was not VC, then, and I didn't even know I would be VC. This thing of wearing gowns, man, you really need to wear gowns, And Dr. Fugusa said something that stayed with me, and I'll never talk about that madness. And now it's also because I'm Vice-Chancellor, it would be like a sure thing to say. And she said, look, when will somebody, and you mentioned one of our previous recipients of this honor, get a chance to wear this gown? And I look at Ms. Faseka, and I look at Mr. Kabi. When will they ever get a chance to wear this beautiful gown, of the great University of Johannesburg at a formal setting like this? And I apologize for having ever thought of that. Even suggesting that, and I can go on and on. And look at our colleagues. Let's give them a warm round. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I see Mr. Gabi's boss is getting closer and closer. I hope you are not telling him to go this trouble at the gate. This is his night. This is his evening. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mohab Eneskabi's dedication to going above and beyond the call of duty has been remarkable. He's often one of the first faces I see as I enter my building, and his positive energy is infectious. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, many of you have experienced him. I don't know, I suspect you speak all official languages.
I do.
Because, when we arrive, so often, I come and I'm followed by Professor Kravik, then he switches quickly to Afrikaans, and then the CFO comes, you switch to the CFO's language, Xhosa or Zulu, and then you speak to, Dr. Fugusa also in the language Xhosa, and then when Dr. Rampata comes, you change just like that. Always smiling. I can't smile in all these languages that I speak. Honestly, the further I go from my language, the more difficult it is to smile. But you always do it with a smile, and many of the people can come and get lessons from you in terms of shining shoes. When I look at your shoes, always how they shine, how you are neatly dressed, and I'm like, my wife should never meet you. Because since I got married, I never polished my shoes. I don't shine them. On Sundays, I used to sit with all pairs of polishable shoes in the house, and I was sit there and try. Now I just do this with this one quick thing. You know, I just want and off you go. So if she meet you, she would definitely ask you to teach me or reteach me how to polish shoes. We're really proud of you, colleagues. Thank you so much. Continue to do what you do. Let others wish to be like you. Let others dream about coming here and being honored like this. We are really, really, really happy to call you our colleagues. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, all these examples, I call these examples of some of the great people we have. I can tell you tonight without blinking that here we are only scratching the surface. UJ is a force to be reckoned with, and this is a testament to your innovative spirit. As we close off this evening, I'm reminded of the words of Rumi, whose words best encapsulate this spirit. And I quote, "Let the beauty of what you love be what you do." Deep, right? Let the beauty, ladies and gentlemen, of what you love be what you do. It reminds me of someone who once said, you know, if you do what you love, you'll never work for a day. People who complain all the time, oh, you know, we're not being paid enough. Oh, no, UJ has targets. Oh, no, oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, hey, SCP. I'm not saying you said anything. The chair of cancer, oh, no. They are working. And they are in the wrong place if they have that type of mindset. But if you do what you love, like Mr. Kabi, if you do what you love, like Ms. Fassel, you'll never work for a day. Isn't it, Perukalu? I'm telling you. So if you have not yet fallen in love with your work, work on it. Get roses and so on. Ladies and gentlemen, from my side, apart from having enjoyed myself this evening, I just want to say to you that I look forward to watching your journeys continue to unfold. This is not the end. You can never say you have arrived. You can never say they know I've got the certificate, I'm done. Your work has just begun. Continue to do the amazing work that you're doing. Educate us, Professor Lafrema, about these nanotechnologies, you know, and how they can connect to the societal impact. There's still work to be done, you know. So I thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart for the extraordinary work that you're doing, and which makes this university an extraordinary university. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Vice-Chancellor, and thank you for making this quite a lively evening. Congratulations to everyone, and I'm not sure if I heard you right, Vice-Chancellor. Is it medals for all?
Dr. Mugusa said to me she wants to whisper again. Now I don't know.
I was wondering whether you were suggesting that the UJ community should all have medals. I was just wondering.
No, if I could, I would give each and every employee of UJ a medal. But then Madam CFO will remind me about the cost. And if people get things for free, you know, it becomes a problem, they will be taken for granted. So everybody must work for it. Yes. Even if it includes with UJ Sport, you know, for future work, then you get your medal. Yes. But you must do something with it.
I believe the challenge is accepted by everyone.
Yeah.
And congratulations to all those who have won. I'd like to ask you, the ones who have won medals, to please remain in this room along with the Vice-Chancellor for a photograph after this event. I'd like to also thank our audiovisual team. I'd like to thank the editors, the The events team has worked tirelessly to put this event together. Thank you to Megan Stradham, Koketso, Portia Wright from the Division for Teaching Excellence for coordinating this event. There are snacks and drinks at the Madibeng Lounge to my right. Please help yourself to something, have a chat, show off your medals. We will all look in envy. Have a good evening. Be safe. Follow the hashtag UJBC Awards. It's on social media, and have a wonderful evening. Thank you.